Great Nebula in Carina, 4.4 exameters. This is also called the Eta Carinae Nebula, which is not to be confused with Eta Carinae Homunculus Nebula, which is probably too small right now. You see right now, it's 0.002 light years across. Actually, it's called that for a reason. The Eta Carinae Homunculus Nebula is in the Great Nebula of Carina. So, so, that. Barnard's Loop, 9.4 exameters. Barnard's Loop is a huge nebula and is only 1,600 light years away. It covers 10 degrees of the sky, which is a lot. It spans over most of the constellation Orion. However, it's so faint you can only see it on dark nights or with long exposure times. So, Tarantula Nebula, 18 exameters. The Tarantula Nebula is the largest known nebula. It can be found in the Large Magellanic Cloud. It's very bright with an absolute magnitude of -11. It's the brightest nebula ever discovered. Leo 2 dwarf galaxy, 22 exameters. The Leo 2 dwarf galaxy is a satellite of the Milky Way galaxy. It's one of the largest of 100 known satellites of the Milky Way. Like most dwarf galaxies, the stars in Leo 2 are metal poor. They're also very old. That means yes, their population 2 stars. Canis Venatici dwarf galaxy 1, 34 exameters. The Canis Venatici dwarf galaxy 1 is 685,000 light years away from us. If you zoom out to that scale, this galaxy will be to couple pixels across. It's 34 exameters. Small Magellanic Cloud, 66 exameters. Small Magellanic Cloud is only called small because it's smaller than the galaxy nearest to it, the Large Magellanic Cloud. If the Large Magellanic Cloud was smaller, or if the Large Magellanic Cloud was much further, the Small Magellanic Cloud would be called the Large Magellanic Cloud. Sagittarius Dwarf Galaxy, 94 exameters. The Sagittarius Dwarf Spheroidal Galaxy is one of Milky Way's satellite galaxies. It is only 65,000 light years away distant. It is an elliptical galaxy and a dwarf one as well. It was not discovered until 1994 because it's on the opposite side of the Milky Way from us. If you want to know where the opposite side of the Milky Way is, yes, it's the Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy. The next, Large Magellanic Cloud, 130 exameters. The Large Magellanic Cloud is called large because it is larger than the galaxy next to it, the Small Magellanic Cloud. If the Small Magellanic Cloud were larger, or if the Small Magellanic Cloud was closer, Large Magellanic Cloud would be called the Smaller Magellanic Cloud. We used to think the two galaxies were one and were split apart by the Milky Way, but turns out we're wrong. NGC 3290 exameters. NGC 3310 is one of those galaxies that collided with other galaxies, altering their shape. It is a spiral galaxy that has very beautiful arms and is around 35 million light years away from us. Sombrero Galaxy, 460 exameters. Do you think this galaxy looks like a sombrero? No, I'm not sure. Oh, did you know there's a supermassive black hole in the center of the galaxy? Most large galaxies have supermassive black holes. Even for our Milky Way, ours is called Sagittarius A star. However, not all. Some, like Triangulum Galaxy, don't have that central black hole. And speaking of Triangulum Galaxy, 570 exameters. It's called a Triangulum Galaxy because it found the constellation Triangulum, and the constellation Triangulum is called Triangulum because its brightest stars form a triangular pattern. Did you realize that any three stars form a triangle constellation? You could have millions of triangle constellations and found every constellation. The simplest are Octans, Hydrus, Triangulum Australe, and of course, Chameleon. The chameleon is from rhombus, if I was right. Nah, fuck it. And speaking of our Milky Way, here's the Milky Way 1.2 zettameters. A zettameter is 1,000 exameters. The Milky Way is a galaxy we live in. You can't see the whole thing at once, of course, while in the dark night, you may be able to see a streak that spans the whole sky. It looks milky, so that's we'll call it the Milky Way, but not actually milky because it's filled with stars. The Whirlpool Galaxy 720 exameters. The spiral arms in the Whirlpool Galaxy were believed to have been formed from a collision of a nearby galaxy. Wouldn't it be odd if you group new arms whenever you collide into something? Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy, 1 centimeter. The Canis Major Dwarf Galaxy is the nearest galaxy if you don't count the Milky Way itself. It lies between the arms of the Milky Way and is being pulled apart by the gravity of the Milky Way. It's actually much smaller than what you see. Cartwheel Galaxy, 1.2 zettameters. Astronomers state that the Cartwheel Galaxy had a collision course with two nearby galaxies 200 million years ago. Actually, 600 million years ago, because the Cartwheel Galaxy is 400 million light years away. So what we see of it is already 400 million years old. Pinwheel Galaxy, 1.7 zettameters. When this galaxy was first discovered, it was believed to be a nebula. It's not, it's a galaxy. It's also called Messier 101 because it was the 101st Messier object to be cataloged. 101! That's it. Virgo A, 1.2 zettameters. Virgo A is the largest galaxy in the Virgo cluster. It's a supergiant elliptical galaxy. Do you know that the black hole at the center is flinging out a jet of subatomic matter 5,000 light years long? The supermassive black hole in it, Messier 87 star, M87 star, is the first black hole we ever imaged through the Event Horizon Telescope. Actually, that's not true. Andromeda Galaxy, 1.4 zettameters. The Andromeda Galaxy is the Milky Way's twin. It's the nearest galaxy that is similar in size and shape. In a few billion years, the two galaxies will collide and form one larger elliptical galaxy, Micrometa. However, it will collide with large measurement cloud first. NGC 1232, 1.9 zettameters. NGC 1232 is a pretty big galaxy, bigger than ours, but not the biggest. Of course, IC 1101 is not the biggest galaxy. It's only the biggest galaxy we know of. There are probably many more. NGC 44889, 2.4 zettameters. This very large galaxy, which is also known as Caldwell 35, is the brightest galaxy in the Coma cluster. It's going away from us at 6,500 kilometers per second. At that speed, it circumnavigate the Earth in less than 7 seconds. Crazy. Tadpole Galaxy, 4 zettameters. The Tadpole Galaxy has a trail of stars. They were probably formed when another galaxy collided into it. Just like Tadpoles, the Tadpole Galaxy is expected to lose its tail as it gets older. So will it become a frog galaxy? No. IC 1101, 5 centimeters. IC 1101 is the largest known galaxy. It contains about 100 trillion stars. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, has only 250 billion, so IC 1101 has 400 times more stars than the Milky Way. Distance Earth has traveled relative to the Sun, 4.5 zentimeters. Earth has traveled almost a half million light years relative to the Sun's formation. That's 4.5 billion years orbit. Earth is 10,000 times slower than light. That is almost IC 1101 given this size, but actually it could IC 1101 is actually smaller than that. Alright, now getting to the big ones. Distance to the Andromeda Galaxy, 23 centimeters. 2 million light years away, the Andromeda Galaxy is the most distant object visible to the naked eye. However, without binoculars or a telescope, it will appear as a dim blur. About 2029, no, 2029, 60 centimeters. About 2029 is a galaxy cluster 1 billion light years away in the constellation of Virgo. Its central galaxy, which is IC 1101, is almost as large as it is. It emits 1 trillion times as much light as the sun does, about 10 to the power of 34 light bulbs. Local group, 95 centimeters. The local group is the cluster of galaxies that we live in. It contains about 80 galaxies and dwarf galaxies. The two largest galaxies are the Andromeda Galaxy and our own, the Milky Way. Virgo cluster, 130 centimeters. The Virgo cluster is the largest cluster in the Virgo supercluster and is at its center. It was discovered in the late 70s when galaxies were cataloged as messier objects. Fornax cluster, 200 centimeters. We actually live in the Virgo supercluster, who actually is part of a small filament extending off of the Fornax cluster. Is the second largest cluster within 100 million light years. Virgo supercluster, 280 centimeters. The Virgo supercluster, one of millions of superclusters, contains over 100 galaxy clusters. These include our cluster as well as the largest one, the Virgo cluster, just not super. Finally, we get to the extreme. See you in the final episode. Great distance to the Great Attractor, 1.9 yottameters. A yottameter is 1,000 centimeter. The Great Attractor is pulling thousands of galaxies, including the Milky Way, towards itself. Its mass is tens of thousands of times greater than the Milky Way's. Eridanus supervoid, 7.1 yottameters, is a region in the night sky that's slightly cooler than normal CMB temperature. It's 2.7 Kelvin or negative 270.5 degrees Celsius, barely above absolute zero. One hypothesis says it leads to a parallel universe. Whoa! Pisces Cetus supercluster complex, 10 yottameters. We actually live in the Pisces Cetus supercluster complex. It's the sixth largest object known at 1 billion light years, more than 1% of the entire size of the observable universe. Gigaparsec, a giga, 33 yottameters. A gigaparsec is 1 billion parsecs. It is one of the largest measures of distance. There's really no need to have any measure larger, because the radius of the observable universe is only 14 gigaparsecs. Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall, 90 yottameters. The Hercules Corona Borealis Great Wall is the largest known structure in the universe. It's made up of galaxies and is called a galaxy Finland. We are not in it. In fact, it lies about 10 billion light years away from us. And that's it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you die soon.